Rampant corruption within the police forces is a major challenge in many African countries as it undermines public trust and hampers law enforcement. In many countries, the police forces are the most corrupt public institutions as they are known to demand bribes from citizens in order to provide essential services. In today's video, therefore, we are going to cover the top 10 most corrupt police forces on the African continent. Number 10. The Ghana Police Service. The Ghana Police Service is one of the most corrupt police forces in Africa, with allegations of extortion, bribery, and abuse of power. Most Ghanaian police officers often demand motivation fees to perform the duties that they're employed to perform. The Ghanaian Police Service has also been criticized for police brutality and political interference in law enforcement activities. Number 9. The Liberian National Police. The Liberian National Police Force faces massive corruption allegations as many people report paying bribes to police in order to acquire essential services from the government, even in simple things like obtaining accident reports. Inadequate salaries, poor living conditions, and inadequate training have made the corruption situation worse in Liberia. Number 8. The Sierra Leone Police. The amount of corruption in the Sierra Leone police force is among the highest in the African continent, as corruption cases are rampant in every sector of the police force. The Sierra Leone police force is regarded as the most corrupt public institution in the country due to the unprecedented acts of bribery. Police officers often demand bribes for filing reports and granting bails, and the situation is made worse by limited oversight, which allows for unchecked misconduct. Number 7. The Cameroon National Police. The Cameroon National Police is known for corruption, with the police force being the most corrupt public institution in the country. The force is marred with widespread bribery as they demand payment at road checkpoints and in exchange for releasing detainees. They have also been criticized for abuse of power by using excessive force against protesters, engaging in criminal activities, and extortion of small businesses and travelers. Number 6. The National Police of Burundi. According to the Transparency International report, about 80% of Burundians perceive the National Police of Burundi as the most corrupt institution in the country. The force is made up of many former rebels who lack accountability and frequently demand bribes at checkpoints throughout the country to allow vehicles to pass. Number 5. The South African Police Service. Corruption is a major challenge in the South African Police Service as the force is marred with corruption scandals that involve high-ranking officials. Many South Africans have lost trust in the police as they believe they are very inefficient and the most corrupt public institution in the country. The government of South Africa has tried initiatives like introducing anti-corruption task forces, but they have failed to tackle the widespread corruption cases in the police force. Number 4. The Uganda Police Force. For many years, the Uganda Police Force has been named as the most corrupt public institution in the country due to their involvement in widespread bribery and extortion. The traffic police in particular are very notorious for demanding bribes from drivers and motorists across the country. The police force has also been accused of political bias as it is always used to suppress opposition movements in acts of gross violations of human rights such as torture and killings. Number 3. The Kenya Police Service. The Kenya Police Service has a long history of bribery, as Kenyans have always complained that the police are treating them like ATMs, especially traffic police at checkpoints. The Kenyan Police have also been accused of extrajudicial killings, especially in informal settlements and during protest, and forced disappearances through abductions and abuse of power. Though some police officers have been identified and taken to court, there are always no consequences for their crimes, as they bribe their way out in addition to being covered by the government. Number 2. The Congolese National Police. The Congolese National Police is the national police force of the Democratic Republic of the Congo and ranks second as the most corrupt police force in Africa, as it is notorious for corruption and human rights violations, including arbitrary arrests and extortions. They are known to arrest and detain people without filing charges to extort money from their families. Number 1. The Nigerian Police Force. And finally, topping the list of the top 10 most corrupt police forces in Africa is the Nigerian Police Force, which is often criticized for systemic corruption, including bribery, extortion, and abuse of power. The force has also been criticized for police brutality and extrajudicial killings, especially by the Special Anti-Robbery Squad, which was evident during the EndSARS protest that broke out in the country. The Nigerian police are notorious for demanding bribes, especially at checkpoints across the country. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe as I bring you more information on the African continent, people, and culture.